Hey guys, Kendall from BlackOvis, and I'm getting questions from some of my hunting partners about the Lapponia, and if you haven't heard, the Lapponia II is gone away. This looks like two Lapponia boots that are the same, but the Lapponia II right here on my right-hand side has been replaced with the Lapponia III. So I just want to tell you about some of the details, give you an idea of what are the differences as we go into this new boot. So biggest thing you're going to notice is right on the bottom of the boot. The Lapponia II utilizes the Crispi claw sole that's Crispi branded, built with Vibram. The Lapponia III utilizes the same sole. This is the MegaGrip sole by Vibram that's built on, it's used on the Nevada, on the Guide, on the Hunter. The former Valdres used to be on the Idaho and Wyoming. Those also utilize that. So you've got a very, more of a boot type sole, deeper rubber, and also if you look at the throat, the comparison of the two, you look at the throat of the boot, or right where the arch is. This one on the right, the Crispi claw is a little more narrow. The one that's more the boot sole is a little wider. So why did Crispi decide to do this? Some of the feedback that they were getting from a lot of guys is that, especially the super users that are utilizing the Lapponia for essentially everything, like from middle of summer to basically winter, we're saying that they're going through this tread a lot faster than they want to. They still want to be able to utilize the boot. The second thing is, of course, with a deeper tread and a different pattern and more holes or more spaces, you're going to get more grip in conditions that might be snowy, muddy, or maybe you get into some thicker grass. You're going to get a little bit more grip out of this sole, and of course you're going to get more lifespan. So that's going to add a little bit of weight. The weight on, I'm going to got my scale here, the weight on the new Lapponia III, this is a size 9 or 42 euro, comes in at 1 pound 6.5 ounces, and on the Lapponia II comes in at 1 pound 4 ounces. So you're looking at 2.5 ounces heavier, so 5 ounces, about a third of a pound per pair. It's not that substantial, but for guys like myself that really love the Lapponia II and love how lightweight, that is going to be a difference, and you can certainly feel that when holding it in the hand. The other main difference between the Lapponia II and Lapponia III that is really, and actually I'm really grateful for this update, it does, is that on the Lapponia II, right here is a lace loop. The locking lace is down below that corner, or basically where you go from the bottom up to the shaft of the boot. So the locking lace was here, the lace loop was here, and what happens is lacing that, you get a little bit creative, or something just that takes a little bit getting used to. What it also removed, by removing that lace loop comes back down into this seam. So when you cinch on that, it kind of pulls around the ankle, and I did like that on the first Lapponia. If any of you had that brown one, that lace loop actually went all the way around the back of the boot. So that was a first change out to the Lapponia II. Now Lapponia III removes that lace loop, puts in a standard lace loop here. The locking lace loop goes to the corner, and then standard above. So major difference as far as it's just easier for lacing up and unlacing. So those two differences are the only things that are changing from Lapponia II to Lapponia III. Don't believe the hype or the stories. I've had a friend text me and asked me if Crispi's getting rid of the Lapponia, and that is not the case. It's getting some updates, some upgrades, and a little bit difference in performance. I'm really excited about Lapponia III. Hopefully this answers your questions. And if you haven't tried Lapponia II, it's time to try Lapponia III. So get in there. We've got them on blackovis.com. If you have any questions about any of the Crispi lineup, contact one of our gear guides or make a comment down below, and we'd love to answer that question for you.